There we go. Okay, it looks like we are live. Hey, Nicholas, welcome. Okay, this is the first time we've been able to do this, actually stream live to Facebook. So I am super excited about this because we've only had, anywhere from six, maybe. I think once we had seven people. Hey, Nicholas. And so I'm really excited about this. There's 118 in the group. And I do believe that a lot of people are in this group unbeknownst to them what this is actually all about. And this is the book club. This is what we've been doing every Saturday. You have access to the book, you have access to the study guide, you have access to the answer key, you have access to these videos every week where we discuss each chapter. And the amount of value that I myself am getting out of this has been huge. It's been life-changing. And I'm not even kidding you. I could just carry on and on and on, but we'll do that on a different one. Today we're talking about chapter 15 on the science of getting rich and leaving impression of increase the advancing man. I'm sorry, the advancing man. Okay, so nobody can evolve, nobody can advance, nobody can do better than what they are currently doing unless they are fulfilling that spot that they're doing to the best of their ability immediately. Oh, look at, I can even see live chat. Thank you, Nicholas. Oh, I shared it. Awesome. This is so cool. I'm a little bit dumbfounded just because thank you, Craig Jackman. That man is amazing. I reached out to him and told him the issue with the Zoom where I couldn't feed it live to Facebook. And he's got the patience of a saint. He sat there, went through every single settings. And when I've been on support with Zoom, they said it's a Facebook issue. I thought they were just passing the buck. As it turns out, they were correct. And Craig found that setting. It was really deep, and how anybody would know to go to that I'm blind to that. So anyway, thank you, Craig, so very much. You are amazing. Okay, I want to talk about how we can increase or leave the impression that we are an advancing person, because an advancing person attracts people to them. So if we are not attracting people to you as friendships, as business, as whatever in your life, we have to look and see what is holding us back there. And I can speak from personal experience here because I find fault in myself so much in this area. And it's something that I work on continually every day. And every day I am aware of it. And this might be a little off topic, but it's not really, because these are things that we can do as a person, as somebody that has humility or humanity in mind. Do you know what I mean? Bringing people, not dividing people, uniting people. Okay. How can we make those people that we interact with on an everyday basis, or the new people that are coming into our lives or whatever, how can we make them feel like they are special, like they are appreciated, like you just leave them with a feeling so good about themselves? It could be as simple as, what it's like when you have a small child and maybe you're telling them a story from your past, or maybe you're just just telling them a fictional story, who knows, whatever. But they hang on every word. They listen to you with just intense curiosity. They can't wait to hear the next word. Or, they just are in awe with you and hanging on every word. They never once interrupted you. They never once tried to top your story. They never once spoke over you. They just sat there intensely listening to you. What would that make you feel like? That would make me feel special, like what I had to say mattered to somebody. You know what I mean? There's a fine line there, though, as far as listening more than talking. And I will get into that a little bit too. We can always use kindness. We can always use the best of what we have towards other people very easily. And we can, talk less, listen more. I think most of us lack in this skill. A lot of us do. A lot of us do. I know I did, big time, big time. It's like instead of thinking about what the other person is saying, sit there and you think about what are you going to say next? You don't even hear what they're saying. You know what it's like when somebody tunes out of you? I mean, that's a horrible feeling. A horrible feeling. And you feel like you're the only one there. There's not a soul around. We can first become aware of what we are doing. I mean, imagine how that other person feels when, their heart is weighing heavy and they're telling you all this stuff that's going on in their life. And it's all horrible. It's all dramatic. That's fine. Listen to them. After that, you've got to cut that off. You have to. And Melody had an amazing call last night. Amazing call. And she touched a lot on this too. At first, when she first started, I thought, oh my gosh, we were thinking kind of in the same wavelength there. Whether it has to do with this chapter or not, it is a principle that this book teaches. And if we learn this or any other of the principles of this book, it is going to start changing your life. It is. I know it because it is mine. And I was not in the same frame of mind that I am now. And my husband, this is kind of funny, and I do want to bring this up. He kind of thinks that I'm portraying something that I'm not. And I don't believe that I am. I don't believe that I am. I think I am just a different version of who I was, a better version. I am not faking anything. Do you know what I'm saying? It's all a matter of leaving an impression with others. That's always good. That's always, they make you feel special. They make you feel like you really are someone, you matter. And what you have to say matters. Okay. And then you have people also that are the negative Nellies or whatever, and constantly referring to everything horrid that has happened in their life. We all have had very, very traumatic things happen in our life. We all have. And it's very sad. And you feel like you need to get, there's a point where you got to get that stuff off your chest and vent. I get that. Okay. But if you're dealing with somebody that does that every single time, and they're not looking forward, they're looking in that rear view mirror. You know, we can't change anything back there. We can't change anything. We have got to move on. The difficulties, the struggles, the slaps upside the head, we got to let it go. We got to let it go because it is not serving a purpose for us or anybody else. Okay. We are servants. It's how we should look at it. So it doesn't matter what we're doing, whether you're a doctor, a lawyer, teacher, stay-at-home parent. Don't we always want to do the best that we can do? Whatever area of your life that pertains to. I mean, even when it's family time, put yourself in the family in the now, right then. You know, don't be thinking about what you left at the office. Don't be thinking about what you're going to have for dinner tomorrow. Be in the present. Yes, Deborah, let go and let God. And I got to tell you, we all do this. We all do this. This is the thing that I'm working on, and it's very difficult. And when you become aware of it in yourself, it's like you see this in other people. I don't know how to say that nicer. I don't. But you see it in other people. And I'm not quite sure how to handle that. I'm hoping Melody has some suggestions, but I think if we what I'm talking about is, are you genuinely happy if somebody else is doing amazing? Does that fill your heart, or does that give you a tinge of jealousy? Like, why not me? You know, why not me? We got to stop and look at what we are doing. Okay, and maybe we can figure out the why. We've got to genuinely be happy for other people that are rising quicker than you. You have to. We have to give our hearts to others before we can get ours back. Do you know what I mean? But we've got to do this with intentions of not expecting anything in return. Do you know what I mean? Okay. This is, oh, thank you, Deborah. That's so sweet. I just try to speak from my heart. And this is what an advancing man means to me. So if anybody else has something that they want to share about this chapter or something that resonated with them, I would love to hear.
Okay, I'm gonna get us started then. I actually can't top what you just said. I have some notes of my own, but yeah, I think you covered it pretty well. You mentioned, I'm losing my train of thought here. You mentioned being genuinely happy for other people when they succeed, and I feel, and correct me if I'm wrong, anyone, but in my mind, it is, even though I'm genuinely happy for someone that they, succeeded with something or won something, whatever it is, it doesn't mean that I'm not genuinely happy for them if I feel that, if I wanted to win myself or wanted that success myself. In my mind, it doesn't. One thing doesn't knock out the other thing. But yeah,
That's
I feel like
That's a good point, Nicholas, because that's what I'm thinking is,
it's the same thing with, I wanted to add something else to this. Go ahead, because I forgot anyways.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. I wanted to just expand on what you just said.
Yeah.
How is it that we really feel? I mean, I'm thinking, yeah, sure, there's a tinge of jealousy. I mean, is that normal or does that make me bad?
Oh yeah, I remember. No, I don't think it makes us bad at all. Another example would be, if I were to donate money to a charity, I would want people to know that I did that. I don't think that makes me a bad person or anything like that. The gesture still has the same value, in my opinion. So I think this was very interesting. So I just wanted to add to what you were talking about. I would love to hear anyone else's thoughts on this.
That was great, Nicholas. No, I love to hear everybody's opinion.
I have an opinion or something to say. When, like Lisa and Nicholas, we all kind of started at the same time. I've had things I've let hold me back. But when I see you guys succeeding and going forward, and Nicholas's computer guide and Lisa's book club, I get motivated to do better. I'm so happy that for your guys' success, but instead of jealousy, I say, what can I do to get started, to be there, and to be better? So that's not a jealousy feeling. I also wanted to say what Lisa, what you started off of about really listening. You got to listen, but really hearing what somebody's saying. And Robert and Melody have reminded us time and time again, we have 2 ears and 1 mouth, which I always absorbed. I have learned so much about mental attitude and things that we can do to help ourselves from Melody's call yesterday. And I have to report, it really changed my life. What she said about basically, if it's a medical thing like it's been with me, do it for a certain amount of time in the day and go on and do other things. Don't dwell in it. If I talk about it, it gets worse. And cleaning my area so that I feel success and motivational things around me, spending 20 minutes a day doing that. It was just such a powerful call that really has rocked my world. And I want to be like you, be the best version of me, Lisa. Thank you, guys.
Thank you, Deborah. That's awesome. I'm so happy that you are getting value. Melody's calls are amazing. I only hope to be as good as her one day. How about you, Melody? Do you want to come out and say hi? Okay. Well, I muted myself. Sorry. Am I unmuted? Okay, so I guess I'm at an impasse here. This might be a test for me. All right. I hope it's not, or I hope it is. Actually, I hope it is. Anyway, Melody's call was amazing. I need to watch it again. I always drive on Friday night, so I miss a few words. I tried calling in last night instead of hopping on the video, and I was able to hear more of the actual conversation. Didn't cut out near as many times. So okay, honey, she said she can't now. And I appreciate you being here so much. I know that. Yeah, I know. Okay, I guess we are going to wrap this up unless anybody else has anything else to say. If you're watching from Facebook.
I got something to say.
Okay, go ahead.
I just thought of something, what we talked about earlier is one thing to that is, feeling genuinely happy for someone is something, but also celebrate other people's wins by, you know, reaching out and saying, you know, congratulations on your success on that, or you're amazing, and that is awesome, you got this, or just be encouraging and, you know, supporting and loving for people. And the other thing, why am I losing my mind today? I want to add something to this chapter as well. But you know, when you're trying to remember something, you don't remember it. So
That's right. Take your time. It's not like we're out there in the universe. We're just in our group. So
yeah.
Lisa, speaking of what Nicholas just said, we got to celebrate and congratulate you, because I heard you say you were a little bit fearful of doing this call live on Facebook. Congrats, you did it.
I did. Yeah, we'll see what the replay looks like, right? Thanks, Deborah. Go ahead, Nicholas.
Oh yeah, let's see if I can remember what I wanted to share on the call. I don't want to take up too much time with nothing. But we were talking about being an advancing man, and you know, I can't remember what I want to say, but basically being
about being genuine.
Yeah, if we are an advancing man, we are working on us. We are always, you know, Kaizen, continuous improvement, which means that we become more valuable, which means that we can add more value to everyone that we connect with. So, and that wasn't all I wanted to say, but I want to add that.
Okay, well, that's great. I think that unintentionally we do that a lot. I mean, I have seen myself do it, and then we got to think about this. You know, whatever we put out there is exactly what we are going to get back. And if you are not commenting, liking other people's things, don't expect for yourself to get that when you're not putting that out. Do you know what I mean? I've noticed that with myself. It's like, okay, I've got these certain amount of people, you know, yes, we do have to give before we receive. Absolutely. And give without the expectation of anything in return. We have to do that, not going in it, well, maybe they'll do this now for me or whatever. It doesn't work that way. And when you put out, and nothing comes pouring back in, that's a disaster waiting to happen. That was exactly what I was doing for like 4 years. Oh my goodness. Seriously. But because what happens is that makes you bitter. It makes you bitter. It makes you angry. And you fall back into a mentality where, you know what, ain't nobody gonna hurt me. I got my blocks up, you know what I mean? And you can't get the things that you want in life having a demeanor like that. And just because we pour out to someone, down the road, reciprocation, it may not come from that person. You know, it might, where the universe is giving back to us, because it absolutely does. What we put out there is what we are going to get back, you know? So just food for thought. Okay, next week, this is wrapping up fairly quickly here. Now, it seems like there's only chapter 16 and 17. We are going to do both of them together next week, and that is wrapping this up. Melody, do you have your hand up? No, she said she couldn't speak right now. She's here, but she just can't talk right now, Nicholas. She mentioned that a little bit earlier. So we're going to see how that goes. And maybe the following week, we will have a wrap up of the whole book. If everybody wants to do that. I wanted to go into Think and Grow Rich next. I don't know. She was clapping. Love you. You two are funny. Anyway, we'll see. We'll play that by ear next week. And the Think and Grow Rich, I don't know if I really should do that or not. I really want to. I do. It's a big commitment for myself to go through with that, and a lot of extra work. But I'm loving this. I'm loving what I'm getting out of this book. I am. And if I was just reading it on my own, there's no way on God's green earth that I would be getting as much as I am by trying to learn it and then bring it to you. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yes, Lisa, you've done an absolutely wonderful job explaining, sharing your heartfelt feelings, and you are incredibly authentic. Thank you.
Thank you, Deborah. That's so sweet. So this is awesome that we were able to go live. I'm sorry it wasn't for the whole entire book, but however, I do believe I would like to continue doing this book again, for the ones that didn't go through it with us. Let's do it again. I'm willing to do that. It's only going to solidify it even more for me. So that I am absolutely willing to do. Leave a comment and let us know. I want to get back to this. As long as this was a short call, as long as I'm here, I want to put this out to the book club. We have 118 people in this book club. I have had consistently 4 to 6 people on our weekly calls. That's it, out of 118 people. And I think a lot of people joined this group not really realizing what it was. You're just supporting a friend maybe, or, like your page, whatever. But this is a private group. Nobody else on Facebook can see this except for us. I don't know. We'll find out. Nicholas said he shared. I don't know if it will be seen because this is a private group. So that's something I need to learn yet. And if that's the case, I might have to change that setting. I don't know. We'll see what happens. But I just want you guys to know that you have access to everything inside this group. You have the book. You have the study guide. You have the key to the study guide. I have reached out and gave you a free PDF of the book. If I have not reached out to you personally, reach out to me. I have it copy pasted in the group under files. You know what? I'm going to take this time and show you that right now, if I can. So just hang tight. Okay. Now let me go to Facebook and my group. And hopefully this does not start echoing on me. Okay. This is what it looks like on a laptop. This is the group, right? Okay, I'm just trying to move it over here a little bit. There we go. Okay, if you go in, it's the same thing on your phone. Across the top here, you got the members' pictures right up here, and then the next one down. Go all the way over to the end and on more, and click on files. I have every single chapter in here. Let's go to like chapter 1. Okay, if I go in here and then click see more, look at here. Here's chapter 1. All copy pasted for you. So you don't even have to go anywhere else. You can find everything you need right here. Then if you go down farther, here is the study guide. Okay. And to make it even more simpler, here is the answer key. But I would suggest trying to answer these after you read or listen to the audio. You can try them before, test your knowledge, but then go ahead and look at them. That's how you're going to learn. And also, here's the first video that we made, the YouTube. I uploaded them to YouTube because I was not able to stream live here. Now we can. So, and we'll just kind of see how that goes too. So you have access to all of this. You have access to all of my videos that I have done over the last year. They're all on YouTube. I have it unlisted, but I think if you just go to my channel, you should be able to find them. All my Wellness Wednesdays are there as well. Those are all public. Anybody can view those. So if you need more from this book, everybody tells me, I've read the book. I read the book. I just want to, you can't just read this book. You can't just read this book. I have made a habit now to read a chapter every single day as part of my daily rituals. I just added that in. It doesn't take me more than 10 minutes to read a chapter, even if I'm just waking up or whatever. 10 minutes. In the morning or at night, I commit to that every single day, like Melody commits to her God memorandum. Okay, and Melody says, how has this impacted my life? Oh my gosh, we do need to study it. We need to study it like we are going to college to be a doctor. We need to study it. We need to pick it apart. We need to understand it. You know, and I will go in there and read. And if there's a word that I don't understand, okay, Google, you know what I mean? We have so much knowledge at our fingertips, so much knowledge. What you get with these calls, I think, is wisdom from experience. And no way am I saying I am an expert at this. No way. Oh, when people say they read it, that, yeah, I should ask them, how has it changed your life? Can I tell you how it changed mine? You know, listen to them first. I'm just saying. But seriously, my life, I am such a happier person. And I handle situations differently. There are still situations that I handle horribly. I'm not perfect. But I do believe that we all want to be that perfect. You know, I don't think that we can. I think we are unique individuals, every single one of us. We are God's greatest creation. There's nothing beyond us, beyond you. You know, God created you to live through you. He wanted to live his life. All the joys, all the fun things, imperfectly perfect. That's me. Yeah. I'm imperfectly perfect. Love you, Melody. You are Melody is my mentor. I'm telling you, she has the wisdom. She is my mini Robert. She has the wisdom that Robert has. She has the experience. She has gone through a lot and is still is. She shows up. She's always here. You know, she just offers so much value. And to have access to her like this is phenomenal. I am so totally blessed. Thank you, Melody. Okay. I better wrap this up. Otherwise, it's going to end up being an hour. So if you guys watch live or replay, leave a message. Tell me if you got some value. Tell me what you think about doing another one, if you want to be a part of it or not. Either way, it doesn't matter. I probably am going to do it just for my own benefit. So, all right, guys, thanks for being here, and we will see you next week. Bye.